What's up nerds, on the Renegade Cactus, but you can call me whatever you want. Welcome back to Digimon World Data Squad. Now, we are here in this weird area where you have to go up, down, left, right, both at the same time, maybe together, maybe not, who knows. And we're just gonna go further up, because I think I was just down here because of that one item that I could now get. The question is, do I need to go up here or the other side? I have no idea. Looks like if I went the other side, I would go up there, like there, and then would go over here, not to that item, although that might be connected. Unsure. Hard to take. Nope, it's not. But that would bring me down once again. Moving the camera even a little bit would be very much appreciated. Wait, I think I want to go up here and to the right, because there is a blue connection, and I think we use the blue connection to open all that up. Yeah. Alright. I think I say that every single episode, or almost every single episode, but bear with me, it's been a while since I last played this game. Because the truth is, it's always been a minute since I played this game. Alright, let's go to battle. Do we even want to fight? I mean, yeah. It's a surprise attack on a Waru Seedramon, I think. Mega Seedramon. I don't know why I can't, like, with the Seedramon, Metal Seedramon, sure, I get it. Seedramon, I get it. But the difference between Mega Seedramon and Waru Seedramon, they don't stay, it don't stay in my head. Like, I keep forgetting the differences. And I mean, I'm pretty sure Waru Seedramon has more of like the different colored, like darker colored mask, and I think the like orange-ish hair. If I would see them side by side, I could immediately tell, okay, yeah, that's Mega Seedramon, that's Waru Seedramon, but just, yeah, no, right now, no idea. Especially since, if I remember correctly, Waru Seedramon is also like a red color on the body, so we got M recovery key, yay, I guess. Okay, what do we have here? My goodness, everything about this is, this area is so big. I mean, then again, like I said the last time, it is so much easier to navigate here because everything is way more visible. At least so far. Alright, if you haven't already, if you're not subscribed, might I ask you to subscribe? That would be, you know, that would be very, you know, would even be very nice. Would be much appreciated. Also, if I sound weird right now, like weirder than usual, I haven't been awake for too long. It's kinda I mean, I say it's kinda early, but it's a weekend, and for the weekend it's kinda early right now. So I haven't talked today at all. Maybe I should start doing like vocal warm-ups or something like that. That might actually not be a bad idea. Would have to look up like actual vocal warm-ups, stuff that is good, but then again, I think just any kind of voice thing might be better than no kind of voice thing, if you know what I mean. Okay. Also, if I am correct about when this goes up, when this video goes up, it should be the Monday. Wait, these go up? Yeah, these go up on Monday. It should be the Monday where I start my stream week. Now, if you're not aware, let's just do some housekeeping, but if you're not aware, it was recently my birthday, and I decided, you know what, the week after, I'm gonna do a stream week, where I stream every single day. Not the whole day, just a stream every single day, from at least Monday to Friday, and if I'm feeling good after, like at Friday, I'll go with Saturday, Sunday as well. So if you are watching this on the day it comes out, or in the week that it comes out, this video that is, then I will be live every day this whole week. Not the whole day, just every day. So if I want to if you want to drop by, if you want to check it out, that would be great. Much appreciated. And lastly, as always, I say that Digimon videos are members first, which means that everyone can see them every single week, but members get to see them as soon as I upload them. In this case, it will be a day early. It's currently Sunday, and if I remember correctly, this video is for tomorrow, Monday. And with that being done, with the housekeeping being done, I think that's all of the important stuff, probably. We're just gonna go back in and focus on Digimon like we usually do, and by focus on Digimon I mean just play the Digimon game and just talk about stuff. Alright, okay, this seems like a bonus area, which I'm alright with. MHP charge, and the other one will probably be MSP charge. Is there such a thing? No, because we don't have SP in this game. Okay, yeah. Like I said, focusing in. Today I don't have any excuse why I'm in such a giggly mood. I'm just doing good right now. Life's good right now, especially since. One of the reasons why I decided to do the stream week next week, or this week if you're watching it, you know what I mean, is because I usually take time off work around my birthday. So right now it's the weekend that's going into a week of vacation. So I'm doing good. Also, since it was my birthday, today I'm gonna go... What is mine? 500? Today I'm gonna go and grab something to eat with my family, and that's also just very nice. Friend drink increases friendship. Returns today. Nope, okay. What is the mine 100? Is it a mine 500? Okay, there it is. Inflict 500 damage. I thought it would be something like that. But it's like, wouldn't bomb 500 make more? Whatever. They know what they're doing. They really don't. But we'll see. Okay. Ooh, 2 Waymons. Wamons? Waymon, because whale. Whale. It's like Waymon was always such an interesting design to me, because on one hand it looks terrifying because of the half machine, half thing, half natural, like what's the word I'm looking for, life form, basically half machine, half life form, the whole spine on its back, like it just, does anyone know the horror manga Gyo? I think it's pronounced Gyo. It's G-Y-O. Wait, is it by Junji Ito? Unsure right now. I think it, no. Unsure, whatever. It's one of the weirdest mangas I've ever read, and if you don't like horror, if you don't, especially body horror and stuff, don't look it up. Don't read it. If you're into that stuff, it's weird and interesting and stuff like that. Waymon technically looks like it could kind of be from that. Not gonna go into too much detail because there might be a lot of people watching this that aren't really into horror or something. So yeah, but it's a weird one. Then again, like most horror manga or horror movies, horror whatever, are weird because you can't just be normal and be horror, right? You can be like cliched horror, you can be traditional horror, stuff like that, but you can't be normal and horror. There can be normal setting. Like, okay, now I'm thinking about what would be a normal setting that you could make. I mean, you can make every setting into horror. You can make kids' toys into horror, as we know. You can make a an office into horror, but then again they do it themselves anyway. But just a normal. Now I'm curious. A normal thing that is horrific because of its normality. Normality sounds about right? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't need healing. We just attack. Because usually, if you have, like, many horror movies are centered around something normal, something everyday occurrences, stuff like that, but then twisted around. But I'm wondering how much normalcy, I think that's a word, can you get away with in a horror movie? I don't know. I don't watch horror movies. Is the thing. Why? Because I shit my pants. Wait, let me. No, I'm really not good with horror. My nerves are just. They're not playing nice with that. There's been a few horror movies I've seen, and I basically liked almost none of them for different reasons. Like, I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but things like, wait, let me think. I've seen one of the Scream movies, and I mean, people still argue if they are supposed to be called horror or not, because it's just, they are very goofy for horror-ish movies. But yeah, watched one of them. Watched one of the Saw movies. I think it was the first one. That was weirdly interesting. But Saw is a franchise that I never ever want to watch for many obvious reasons. I saw a movie called Desperation, I think it was called. That one was... it was... I don't know if that one counts as a horror movie, is the thing, because I've never heard of it before, and it might just be a, like, horror-adjacent thriller or something like that, I don't know. I mean, one movie that I actually like, but then again, it is only, like, classified as horror, but I would never... I see why they classify... Whatever. Wolfman, the one with, what's his face? Benicio or something? Benicio del Toro? Am I thinking about the... Is that the guy? I don't know. Emily Blunt plays... is in the movie as well as Sir Anthony Hopkins. So and that movie I really like. It's also cheesy, but it's in my opinion it's less horror. I mean, yes, people get murked by a werewolf, so yes, it's pretty gory at times, but it is way more, like, what's the word? Jump scares. Way more jump scare than actual horror. There are only a few scenes in the movie that are, like, suspense filled, I feel like. But that's just me as someone who doesn't watch horror movies and stuff. But I'm pretty sure most people that I talked with about the movie say that that's definitely not. They would definitely not count that as a horror movie, which again I would understand. Also, Sleepy Hollow, the version with Johnny Depp. That one ages ago I bought on DVD. So I went to the electronics store. Like, listen up, kids, that's a tale of old times. And I just didn't know where to look. I couldn't really find it. And then I went to one of the people working there and be like, hey, I'm looking for the movie Sleepy Hollow. Any idea where I can find them? And he walked me straight to the horror aisle, pulled out a DVD, and it was Sleepy Hollow. I was like, what? Wait. Horror? I get it, kinda, because it has its gory parts, and it is technically based on a more or less horror story. So all in all, yes, I understand why they put it in horror, but like, really? Horror? Sleepy Hollow? Kinda, yeah. I recently watched it with my mom, and I mean, I'm bad at horror. She is worse. Like, she can't take that stuff. But Sleepy Hollow, she liked. So now I've spent the first 15 minutes of a Digimon video talking about horror movies, horror stuff. Yeah, interesting. Just still trying to find my way around the map. Don't necessarily know where to go next. Did that get killed? We're finally like at a point where we are actually doing decent damage with everyone, not just with Leviamon. I mean, Leviamon actually took some damage here and there, which is a prerequisite for us to get a Rosemon later on. Pretty sure we're still ways off the I don't know how much damage it actually needs to take over time. But it's a beginning, it's a start. Also, I think we need to do more guard option. I'm not gonna look it up right now. Is the thing. Like, I'm not gonna, we're just gonna keep going. But I mean, what I wanna do is, okay. Like, usually if you click, in this case action, the Digimon uses the attack that is most often seen here, right? If you click escape, it uses the escape option that's most often seen here. If I click guard and everything except for 2 are K-heal, for some reason it doesn't use K-heal. Or is it just that the guard command guards, as in defend, which sure would make sense. But then again, all the other commands just don't work that way usually, right? Whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna look it up because I don't want this episode to be menus once again. Like, it's not that bad, especially since these episodes are longer usually. But it's just, I know I can, since I am pretty forgetful about stuff, I can just be a bit annoying, and I'm gonna admit that I can be a bit annoying when it comes to just keeping track of what I want to do, need to do, etc. Okay, if I go down there, do I have an option to go up? On the upper left, I think I do. Did switching the blue area around, open it up. Okay. I think I know where I'm going right now. Which is something that I don't usually say. Something that I recently say more often is, I feel like having 2 like full-on story-driven Digimon games side by side on the channel was not the best idea. Because I love both of them for different reasons, and as much, I keep saying it, as much as I hark on this game for being the weirdest, the worst even, ooh, you sleep, I still love it for being the weirdest and the worst. And I don't want to make it sound like I want to rush through the games, but I want to get moving. I want to get some progress done. I want to play different games. And I mean, I could just say, okay, I'm putting this on the back burner, pause it for now, but I don't wanna, because I know that if I do that, I will probably not pick it up for ages. So I wanna see both of them through. As always, not 100% them, but just finish them. Alright. And then we're gonna move on to different games. And we're always gonna have, like, at least that's my plan, at least have one story-driven series on the channel. At least as videos, because when we go to streams, there is always a chance that we have story-driven stuff. Right now we are in the midst of Dragon Quest VIII. If that's something that interests you, by all means, do check it out. The VODs are on the channel. And just, I got so many games that I want to play. I got so many games that I want to play, and I'm wondering how people who, like, if you can live off of YouTube, I understand how you can just churn out more and more content and videos and play more and more games. Understandable, because, like, I currently have to go to work 4 days a week, and that's like 8-9 hours every single day, and when I come home I'm not always in the mood to actually record something, stream something, whatever. And if I wouldn't have to go to work, sure, I would have more time for all of that. And even the days where I'm like, I don't feel like it, wouldn't be like as impactful, because right now if I have like a weekend where I say I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling good, I'm not in the mood to actually record something, then there's a higher chance that that whole week I didn't really do a whole lot. Because again, work, coming home, living, just cooking, if my partner's here, like spending time with my partner, stuff like that. And then if I don't do anything on the weekends, then there is really not a whole lot that was done. Which, I don't mean that in a negative way, let's go back to that in a second, but while if I was just a full-time YouTuber, for example, and just had a whole week, like the whole week of, I could stream, I could do, like, what am I trying to say right now? If I could record something now, I could stream right now. If there's 1 day, 2 days, even 3 days where I'm not feeling it, there's still 4 more days where I can do stuff like hang out with my partner, cook, do the groceries, and still have time and probably motivation to do stuff. Know what I mean? What I meant by let's go back to that is, I don't want to make it sound like I have to do this. I want to make it sound like it's like dictating my life, the whole YouTube thing or whatever. It really isn't. If I wanted to, since I'm only making very, very little money off of this, if I wanted to, I could just stop uploading. If I wanted to, I could like only go 1 video a week, 1 video a month, 1 stream a week, a month, never stream again. I could do that. I don't want to do that, but I could do that. So I'm not, since I am not a, how do I want to say this? Since I'm not, I lost my train of thought. I know what I'm wanting to say. I don't know what I tried to say there. But since I am not fully reliant on YouTube, since I have my job that pays, ooh, wow, we're actually done here. Since I am not a full-time YouTuber, I think is what I want to say, there is really no pressure. Like, everything I'm doing, and yes, I'm making a little bit of money here and there. Every few months I get a little paycheck, or little, really, like, whatever. Every few months I get a paycheck by YouTube, basically. It's not a paycheck, you know what I mean. Every few months I get paid, basically. And I kept repeating the same words over and over again, so now I'm unsure where this was going. Oh yeah, nothing about my life is reliant on YouTube. YouTube is not my main job. YouTube is not my employer. If I want to do YouTube, I can. If I don't want to do it, I don't have to. On the other hand, when you're a full-time YouTuber, you basically have to. Digital charge. We're probably gonna get a worse Digimon than Rise Greymon. Who cares? As always, we see Digisoul charge, we press Digisoul charge. Like a full-time YouTuber who pays their bills through YouTube or Twitch or whatever, who's reliant on that, who maybe has a family, who is partially reliant on the money they are making, they can't just say, okay, you know what, I won't do anything for this whole week. It's a red Otamamon. Yeah, Otamamon. Amazing. It probably sucks. Let's see how much damage we do here. Let's just do this. Tackle. Yeah. I mean, 443. That's more than I thought. And yeah, on one hand, not being reliant on YouTube is a great thing, because I just do my regular job, I get paid my regular job, regular money every single month is pretty much the same, save for a few months here and there where something is different, but basically I know what I'm earning, I know what I will get, and with YouTube it's just some money every now and then on the side. Great. If I was a professional YouTuber, I am a professional YouTuber. By definition, I am a professional YouTuber. But if I was a full-time YouTuber, is what I want to say, I would be completely reliant on this. So there would be more of a I have to kind of thing, rather than I want to. And to close that topic, because now there's gonna be some story probably. I love this channel, I love what I'm doing here, I love the games that I play. Would I want to be a full-time YouTuber? If it works, sure. Am I aspiring to be a full-time YouTuber? Kinda, yes, no. Am I like trying everything that I can to become a full-time YouTuber? No. Because I am content with, oh my goodness, it's Leviamon. I'm content with just doing what I do while getting money, from my workplace. Would I want to work less at my workplace? Sure, who wouldn't? You know what I mean. All right.
It's enough to swallow the digital world whole.
That was a weak roar.
No way! It looks like it just wants to eat us.
If it's a Mao Digimon, we need to take it down. Let's go, Agumon!
Alright. I think, wait, didn't we already have the thingamajig of the deadly sin of gluttony? That was Beelzemon, I think. So this one is, I don't even know. I have no idea. Wait, what are our guard options? Agility up. Sure. Maybe it would have been a good idea to digivolve Red Otamamon back to a Rise Greymon. I kinda want a Digisoul charge. But I shouldn't. Screw it. That might be the worst idea. Digital charge, our strongest Digimon right now, in the hopes that it will be something at least partially as strong. I mean, if we get a Rosemon, that would be amazing. Oh my goodness, we get a Rosemon! Hello there! Holy shit. Okay! Love it! So, We just have something way stronger.
Forbidden temptation!
Oh yes, we do have something way stronger. Okay, okay. We have our own Mao Digimon. So, just saying. We're all like, oh no, never go for Mao Digimon. Oh no, the evil Mao Digimon. We got our own Mao Digimon, being just a Mega Digimon. Ooh, wow, that's some damage. I think we just use an item here. And heal our little fella. Yeah. Let's recover fully.
Use this.
The thing is, I wanted to use Leviamon to heal itself, but I don't know about the speed stats. Probably it's Leviamon's turn, like next or whatever. Ooh, also we have G heal here. That's pretty cool. Oh damn, that was some JoJo pose. Wow, that was bad. 300? Yeah, like it's already been two turns since we healed with Garurumon. 3 turns since we used attacked with Garurumon. I'm gonna try a Thorn Shoot just to see how much it does. And then we're probably gonna go back to the Forbidden Temptation. Because that one was strong. Yeah, this one's also decently strong, because that with a crit would probably do the 2000 damage. Okay. I could go crit up, but I think we're just gonna attack, even though it will probably not do a whole lot. I mean, once again, more than I thought. Way more than I thought.
Take this.
I mean, don't we all have a biting crush on Rosemont? What? Who said what? Who said that? Who's in here talking about that? It's just like Digimon has. Can't even call it furry bait, right? Because they are usually more humanoid than anything. But just we got like the bait kind of Digimon, very humanoid looking things that are like where you think, okay, you know what? Is it weird or is it not? I mean, it's always weird because it's Digimon, but is it now weird that it's doing something or is it not? But like the classics, Angewomon and Rosemon, like it's always like they are there just to be. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They are the bait. They are the Lopunny and Gardevoir. They were placed with a reason. That's so stupid. That was probably the stupidest way to talk about this, but hey, who cares, right? You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Alright, as always, the boss fights are just slugfests. There is... do we just heal? Do it. We're gonna attack, and the next one's attack... Or the next one's turn is gonna be used to heal. Whoever the next Digimon is. And the thing is, even if Rosemon were to go down, even if it's Leviamon's turn next, which it isn't, we have items. We have items to revive, so... Yeah, let's just overheal, but it's... I mean, I could have gone for the 500, because it would not have taken... And whatever. I got the items, let's use the items, right? I got the money, let's use it. I love how it's just... There's just a few, what feels like a few seconds of nothing before she uses Forbidden Temptation. Do we use crit up? I think we do. Chance of critical hit doubled. Can that stack? Probably not, right? Oh no, it's doing the same thing over and over again. Whatever shall we do? We're just gonna attack. We could probably get through this without like attacking or without healing anymore. Pretty sure. We're still gonna attack. And if it's Red Otamamon's turn, it will heal itself. So I think we should be attacking. Or it is. Okay, yeah, sure. Wait, let's just see. Okay. By the way, Forbidden Temptation doesn't ask for a target, which makes me think it just hits everyone, which is nice. I don't mind that one bit. I like area of effect attacks. Also, next time we're gonna see Digisoul Charge with Rosemon, we're definitely gonna do it. We're just gonna go for Digivolutions at every single time, at any point. But outside of battle, we're just always gonna go back to Rosemon probably, because it's our first Mega Digimon. It's just our strongest Digimon. Having that as a Mega is just the best idea, right? And Leviamon, I just, like, I get the design. I've never seen it in an anime, movie, or whatever. I think, like, I couldn't remember if I've seen it anywhere. But I would hope that it is way bigger than it is here, like in other media. Because I've only seen this Digimon in this game, and I think in Digimon Story Next Order, Digimon World Next Order, and it's always like this size, like pretty much the size of regular Digimon, just long. And it's a Leviathan that's supposed to be able to swallow the whole digital world, and just it just looks goofy and weird and small and just long. That's pretty much all that is. So I hope it looks a bit different. Usually.
Your hearts be so pure.
Envy, jealousy, something like that. No, I think we had that before. I don't know.
Finally! Leviamon's sin is envy.
Oh yeah.
It's a difficult feeling that doesn't go away easily.
The last child!
No more children.
Everything's all right now. Don't worry.
Why? Why can Kana have one and I can't? Cell phones, comics, CDs, clothes.
All things that start with C. I want them all.
All I'm supposed to do is study. She's so lucky. I want Kana's parents to be my parents also.
Envy towards friends. So that's why this child was chosen to be material.
Stupid. There are some people who can't see their parents even though they want to. Don't say you want someone's parents to be yours. That's just sad.
Agumon.
This child also has
A code key.
It's the code key of envy.
Kagura!
You mean the Digimon that is envy and the kid that is envious has the code key of like, I get it. Okay, now this is a scene of he's here. Why is he here? Oh no, what's he doing here? But just, yes, of course it's envy. Thanks for the exposition that is not needed. Even the most dense person playing this would be like, yes, of course.
It looks like we've managed to rescue all the missing children. Kagura, it's dangerous. You might be attacked by Digimon. I can't just sit around and do nothing. All right, I'll take the code key of envy as evidence. Hey, wait a minute.
Oh? Oh?
Kasaburo!
It's that private investigator again. You've got some nerve.
Hey now, I'm not here to cause trouble. I've been double-crossed by my client. Isn't that right, Kagura?
What?
Hello. Did someone drop you on your head as a baby? I don't like getting angry, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know you.
Then why would you be angry? Then why would you get angry if you have no idea what... whatever.
In that case, take a look at this.
This light.
When I sent the 2 code keys I stole to my client, I tracked the data I sent using a tracking program virus. My client's attitude was quite annoying to me. Now, I want an explanation. Why do you have the 2 code keys that I gave to my client?
He's gonna laugh now. You all don't understand.
Will you please empty your pockets, Kagura?
You gotta love the sound design of this game. Music too loud so you can't understand what they're saying. Sometimes people talking in different volumes, and I'm not talking about like 80% to 90%. I'm talking about 40 to 110. The footsteps being pretty much the loudest thing ever. It's amazing.
What are you doing? Hey, Thomas. You don't actually believe what this guy is saying.
Marcus, we have, like, not definitive proof. It's not definitive proof, but we have definitive suspicion here. He actually, like, activated Kagura's, like, Digivice phone, whatever. I don't know what device that is. We've seen and heard that right now. There's still a chance that this is all, like, fake, but that the guy is, like, lying. That's true. That's true. And I don't know why I'm still arguing in this game against this guy, because he's just but this is one of those cases where making sure it doesn't hurt applies. If Kagura has the code things, the keys with him, okay, that incriminates him. If he doesn't, that's that. No harm, no foul.
I don't. However, we need to know what's in Kagura's pockets.
Say something, Kagura! Don't just stand there!
He's gonna laugh. You gotta love it every single time. Every single time. Soon as the evil guy gets found out,
I hired a private investigator to draw Dad's attention away from me, but
you don't have to explain. It's the thing. Like the whole cliche of what's the word? Holy shit! What's the word I'm looking for? The monologue. The whole cliche of monologuing, now telling us his plan so that we can thwart it. The whole, okay, he's evil, so he has to take evil joy in it. Can we ever get an evil guy in an anime who's like, shit, well, see you later. Nah, I don't, you know what, I don't wanna, poof, I'm gone. But it's always a, oh, you seen through me. Now I speak in my evil voice. And it's like, why though?
it looks like my actions have come back to haunt me.
I mean, he doesn't have a evil voice, but it's the evil laugh. Gotta love it.
They're the code keys for Sloth and Greed. I hired him to steal them.
Why are you doing this?
To get them. Which he would have gotten them anyway. We are working with him. We gave all the keys that we got to him later.
Lust, gluttony, envy. Now I have 5.
Like, there's always like the big flaws in the evil plans. But this guy just has the biggest flaw in his plan. And I'm sorry that I'm harking on this. And I'm sorry that we're on the same screen now for a time. But his plan was to hire someone to every single time steal the code keys from us so that he can get them. When if they weren't stolen, as we've seen with the other ones afterwards, when they weren't stolen, they were given to him in his lab to analyze. So one way or the other, he would get them. One with extra steps of Kagura, Kozu, the guy in the background. The private investigator that can fail, that can get like tracked, stuff like that. He would have just have to do his job. He would have all of them in his possession because we bring it to him. It's not like, oh, he has to steal it from the data center somehow. No, he's in the data center. He is in the freaking lab. He gets them one way or another. He would have just have to wait. That's it. His whole evil plan does not make sense because he's just overcomplicating something that would have happened anyway. Whatever.
I don't understand, Kagura.
Of course you don't.
Why?
You're an idiot.
Look at what you're becoming. If Yuma saw you like this.
I mean, then again, of course, okay, sorry, Marcus is talking about the motive. That is unclear. That we don't know yet. But he's gonna tell us.
Yuma! Fools. I'm the one who sacrificed the children and Yuma as material for the Mao. Huh? I used the evil Digimon to find the children that would make good material for the Mao. I activated the Mao Digimon data in the dark area. I used DATS and that moron to retrieve the code keys the Mao Digimon were carrying. For what purpose? To gather all 6 code keys and unlock the last seal in the dark area.
And then he finds out that it's actually 7 because it's the 7 deadly sins. That much we know. We know that it's 7 deadly sins. And he will be like, what? Something's missing.
The Lord of Darkness is frozen in the dark area.
Oh, unless the Lord of Darkness is the 7th. Well, whatever.
The most powerful Digimon ever. I intend to unlock the seal to the Cho-Mao Digimon. Cho-Mao? There's no reason for me to explain myself anymore. You're all going to die here.
Then why explain in the first place? Don't tell me we fight against 2 Devimon.
We've got company. Snap out of it. Let's get it together.
I hope they digivolve to Creepymon or Creepymon appears.
Why? Why, Kagura?
Come on. Show me actual enemies. At least it's Devimons as well. Like, Devimon at least has this whole mystery thing about him. He's just a champion Digimon, but it's way stronger than a champion should be at times because that's just how things work. No, we're not gonna escape. We're probably gonna one-shot them. But like, this guy just saw us take down a Mao Digimon, a Mega Digimon, one of the 7 deadly sins, one of the big guys. Right? And comes to us with... Like, he saw us defeat Mewtwo, and he comes at us with, like, 2 Charmanders and a Dream. Just... Why? How? At least get, like, Ultimate Digimon. That would be, like, something. But no.
Here you go.
I never understood that in like in many games. It makes sense that he wouldn't have something of similar strength or even stronger. That makes sense because those are like the big bad big bad things and whatever. You can't just expect the henchman or the guy who plans to have as strong of a creature Digimon power than like the boss, right? Although in many or in some JRPGs, the henchman is stronger than the boss. That's a thing, but just Devimon, to Devimon, and then think, oh, I will win. I mean, maybe he took the time right now to get away, which he won't have. But that's just, he can't expect to win with those guys. I hope he's gone now. I hope he's gone because he took the time of this fight to get away. That would be the only sensible reason to use Digimon like that. Okay, yes, okay. Good.
He escaped.
What a fraud. I can't believe he's planning to resurrect such a dangerous Digimon like a Choma.
What the heck is even a Choma? You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Sorry, Yoshino. You didn't have to treat me.
There are games that are just weird like that, with weird writing, bad writing, stupid plots, stuff like that. But this is, I cannot say it enough. This is an actual, legitimate, official Digimon game. And yeah, all the Digimon games have their faults and flaws and weird story and stuff. But this is just, this feels so much like a, what's it called, grabby bin, stuff like that. Like you go somewhere and you find a bin with just $10 games, PS2 knockoff things like the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs kind of thing, you know what I mean? Or the one, like all the Disney knockoffs that are not the Disney movies and stuff. This has such a incredibly cheap feel to it. I'm sorry to everyone who worked on this game and probably did their best, but damn.
Your wound. Who did this to you?
A Mao Digimon, Creepymon.
Marcus is gonna be like, what? Creepymon? Where is it?
Creepymon? You encountered Creepymon?
Let's get back to Dad. We've got to inform Commander Samson about Kagura. We need to devise a plan.
Kagura!
Yes?
Why?
Yes? Alright, will it teleport us back? Because there is an item.
What?
An earthquake?
They're gonna bring us back. There is an item right there on the platform. Right? And they basically showed us. So the big problem is it might be something good. Or it's just a good healing item or whatever.
Now for the first one.
Oh, he's gonna realize that he needs a seventh one.
Code key of Sloth.
Is that Leviamon? I think it's Leviamon.
Yes! Soon the power of the Chomao Digimon will be mine! Even that genius, Thomas H. Norstein, is a simpleton compared to me. With the Chomao Digimon serving me, I'll be the greatest Digimon tamer of all time!
Wait, that's his end goal? Please tell me he has got something like he wants to reshape the world to his liking or whatever. Please. It can't just be, I'm gonna be the very best like no one ever was. Gonna sacrifice people, my own sister, just to be the very best like no one ever was. No, come on, just at least do a little, I'm gonna merge the worlds. I'm gonna create a new world in my image. I don't know. I don't care. But just don't tell me it's just I'm gonna be the best. I mean, the way this game is going so far, it might very well just be that.
Kagura has taken the code keys and disappeared. It looks like he made a digital dive. Because of Kagura, we've got a big problem.
What do you mean?
What? Kagura's the suspect in the missing children's case?
Yes. He was using the evil Digimon and kidnapping the children into the digital world. He was using them to resurrect the Mao Digimon resting in the dark area.
Even Yuma! He hired me to make Dad's focus on me, instead of him.
Kagura intends to collect all the code keys and break the last seal, to resurrect the Cho Mao Digimon frozen in the dark area. That's Kagura's objective.
Cho Mao Digimon?
Commander, we've detected a huge Digimon signature. We speculate it's probably a Mao Digimon.
6 code keys. That's what Kagura was saying. Right now, Kagura is holding 5 code keys.
So the next code key will make a total of 6?
I'm harping on how stupid that guy is, but he's what are they, like somewhere between 12 and 15, I think. I think I said somewhere like 15, 16, 17, but I think they are actually younger than that. But whatever. He is at least 10, we can say. And he's actually asking, hey, so 5 plus 1 is 6? What?
We don't have much time. Get out there
I
and fight.
hate this guy so much. so much. Also, yeah, we're not getting that item or that box. We just have to get back there at some point. This is
The forest. It's broken.
all right.
Look!
That's at least something.
The digital world is starting to fall apart. The activity in the dark area, that earthquake, this is all Kagura's doing.
Conjecture, but probably.
I'll fight too!
Saburo? You?
Dats will handle this. You're civilians.
I can't just sit by and do nothing!
Yeah, he's gonna be the
Suit
next
yourself.
team member.
Hey, if he wants to fight, let him. We could probably use the extra help.
He's got a Biomon. I mean, at some point it was a
Alright then.
Birdramon, so at least something.
Count me in.
Does he already join the team, right? Yep, officially. Like, without going through that. But hey, I understand it. He got...
Now, Leviamon, realize!
He got, what was the word? He got bamboozled by Kagura. He got attacked, almost killed. If he says he wants to help us, sure. Doesn't even have to say he wants to help us. He just says we all have the same enemy right now. So that's pretty cool. I'll take it.
I'm Leviamon! Pleased to meet you! Yay! I'm so glad we have new friends!
I find Biomon's voice so annoying.
This isn't a social gathering.
Now, what are your orders?
Fine. I'll use you like a grunt then.
Oh boy.
Is the last Cho Mao Digimon seal about to be broken? We can't let Kagura have the last code key. Let's look for the Mao Digimon in this area.
It seems that this game won't go on for too much longer. Okay, great thing that we can go back just to heal and save and stuff. Because this is a good point, like an hour? That's a good point to end the episode. Oh, okay, now they're talking. Kusaburo, doesn't your Biomon have something to do with Christie's Biomon? What do you mean? Marcus's younger sister's Digimon was also a Biomon. What a coincidence. Leviamon, do you know a girl named Christy? No, I don't. By the way, what did you mean by was? You're very keen, as usual. Christy's Leviamon's soul was broken by Mercurimon's power and turned back into a Digi-Egg by Agumon. Okay, I would assume that this game takes place after the series or whatever, because there's stuff going on. Yeah, I never seen the series or never watched more than 2 or 3 episodes of Data Squad, so that's on me for not knowing that. But I also did not know that this, whatever. You know. Oh, and Leviamon wreaked havoc on the town. I was afraid that it was my Leviamon that was up to no good again. No worries then. I wanted to show Christy, but I guess it's not such a good idea. Marcus. By the way, what did you mean by again? Yoshino, you were very keen also. I haven't done anything wrong. Oh boy, seems the tamers and the Digimon are alike. I can't disagree with you about that. That's not nice. I'm not untidy like you, Yoshino. I do the cooking and I'm also a very good sleeper. Hey, don't reveal my private life. Okay. I mean, character building stuff, I guess. Just okay. It seems like we're getting close to the story's end, but the thing is, we have one more space for a new member. I highly doubt that this will be the last, like, hurrah. But hey, we'll see you next time. Thank you nerds so much for watching. I'm the Renegade Cactus and I get around. Bye bye.